Hello. Welcome back to another wonderful episode of Metal Gear University.
I am T.
And I am Kay. And it is December. We are so excited to have made it another year.
Oh, right. We're filming this for the future. I forgot we were.
Oh, yeah, good point. It'll
Well, it is December.
be December 2nd.
It will be December 2nd by the time this comes out.
Yes. And I just want to say in advance, so happy to everyone who's listened this past year. We've gained new friends. We've met more people listening to the podcast. So I just want to express my gratitude for all of you for listening these past 12 months or a few months if you're new. As always, you can send us any comments, questions, or suggestions at itstkandm@gmail.com. That is itstkandm@gmail.com.
Yes, we read every single one.
Yes.
Even if we don't seemingly respond to some, I guarantee you we read every one.
Yeah, I don't want to start responding because then it's just going to set a precedent that I respond and I read them. That's it. You know, if you have given a suggestion, we will use it. We'll, of course mention you, but I don't want to start replying and then if you want me to comment back, follow us on Blue Sky, on Instagram, TikTok. Emails I can't. I got to
It's totally
that's my
fine.
boundary.
Uh-huh.
That's my boundary. With it being December as well, not that we're excited for it, but the Game Awards are also out.
Yeah, Jeff Keighley's Funhouse, his clubhouse of friends.
Of horror. It's coming up. I think it's next week.
It's next week?
Yeah, I think it's December 11th it's coming out.
Oh my god. Wow.
What's more important, I mentioned the Game Awards because you and I are doing our own Game Awards.
We are the TK&M Game Awards. We're going to be streaming it live on Twitch. It's going to be amazing. We're going to have all the production quality that you will expect from streamers who do this part-time.
What is the Game Awards that we're going to be about? You didn't mention the best part about it.
I was warming up to it.
Oh, sorry. See, I'm not part of this.
Well, what we're doing is instead of judging games that came out this year, we're judging games that we played personally this year. So,
including such hits as Ocarina of Time.
Including Ocarina of Time, Disco Elysium, Death Stranding Part 2.
What other games have we played? Undertale. So yeah, well,
there's a lot of heavy hitters, and we meditated honestly a very long time because it's like.
Wait, what do we meditate on?
On what we wanted to pick for each category.
Oh yeah, okay. Like which one is winning? I mean, we use similar categories, I think, to what Jeff is doing.
Yeah, we used his Funhouse template, and then we added like a couple of things that we thought would be cute to have just for us. But yeah, we're gonna be doing it. I think the day before, so December 10th, right?
No,
if I remember right, I thought we were doing it the day before the Game Awards.
I gotta pull up the calendar right now. It is the Game Awards is the 11th. You're right, the 10th.
Yeah,
my bad.
Yeah,
sorry, T.
It's fine. It's fine. You just assume I'm wrong again. It's cool. Well, anyway, it's gonna be on December 10th, and it's gonna be a fun time.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be great.
Wait, hold on. I pulled it up here because I just want to see the Game Awards for Game of the Year.
Okay.
We have Claire Obscure, Expedition 33, Death Stranding 2, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Hades 2, Shadow Knight, Hollow Knight, Silksong, and Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. What do you think is winning?
I don't feel like a gamer because I've only played one of these games.
That's totally fine.
I don't know. I just don't feel knowledgeable in this. I don't know. Forget. You know what? I was going to say the list feels lackluster, but I am talking out of my ass because I haven't played any of these games. So, wow. I am your average gamer online.
Well,
that's fantastic.
I too have only played one of these games.
And that's the game you want to win.
Well, honestly though, like as much as I really like Death Stranding Part 2, I don't know why I'm saying Part 2, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Death Stranding 2. I have a feeling that Claire Obscure is going to win because not only I hear the game is amazing, I hear it's like Final Fantasy X.
That's what
the second coming.
Us, yeah. We're probably going to play it next year, I feel.
Yeah, most likely. But on top of that, just knowing that it came from like this really small studio that like nobody expected that they would make a fucking game like this, like I think it would go to them because they got like the narrative of like the small team that could, and
Mm.
then the game itself is good. I feel like it's gonna go to them. But who knows? Maybe yeah, Hollow Knight's gonna win. I don't know.
I'm more interested in our bingo night that we do for the Game Awards.
Oh yeah,
Because typically, when we watch the Jeff Keighley Awards, we make a bingo sheet and it's just filled with different things like cringe or Kojima appearance. And, we we play bingo. I don't think we've ever given it out a prize.
no,
I
we
don't-
just do it for fun.
Yeah, I don't know. Bingo. I think bingo itself is fun. But that's what I'm looking more forward to. Because last year, the biggest cringe moment was
Oh my
that
god!
I think, what was it? They honored the
The-
creator of the PlayStation?
Yeah, it was something like that. He either designed how the original PlayStation looked. It was something like that. I forget what he did. But when they mentioned him,
They panned the camera to him.
and then he got up to go to the stage, and then they clearly didn't plan this, and then you see like this wide shot of like the bouncers on the stage going like, "No, you're actually not coming up."
And they had to pan the camera back at Jeff real quick, and it was.
Oh, it was mad cringy.
So I'm hoping for more stuff like that. It just every year it just gets more and more. He says he's looking at all the comments online, but the fact that he's still doing it doesn't mean he's reading all the comments.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I don't think anything's ever gonna top the Bill Clinton moment.
oh,
That was like legendary. I can't believe that happened.
like my rabbi Bill Clinton, right?
Yeah, I'd like to dedicate this award to Bill Clinton.
That kid has a podcast now. You know that?
Of course, everybody has a podcast. Look at us. Like, it's just everybody.
And on that note, should we continue with this episode?
Yeah, let's continue with the episode.
We are. Would you say we're a little bit over halfway done with Metal Gear Solid 4?
We are. We definitely are.
Thank God. Okay, I like this game. I'm tired. This is part 10.
Yeah. I think Metal Gear Solid 2 was 9 parts, and we're on part 10, and we're just about halfway.
Does that mean 10?
I don't think 10 more. I genuinely, because like a lot of this game, acts 1, 2, and 3 are like a lot of like setup and like bringing back old characters and establishing the world. I feel like part 3 onward
Mm-hmm.
is honestly where I could say the story of 4 truly begins.
Okay.
Because everything else is like establishing the world, and now since things are established, we're getting to the point of, okay, what are we doing here? You know what I mean?
Okay, that makes sense. Well, that means we're just on our way.
We are.
All right, NT. Before
Yes,
we
Kay.
begin,
Yeah,
it's time for a pop quiz. I feel like it's been a while,
it has been.
at least for us, because last episode was our beautiful interview with Mackie.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Mackie, fresh Mackie-roni on Blue Sky and Twitch, who basically shared with us their experience of playing Metal Gear Solid Delta.
They're hilarious.
They're honestly
Yeah.
one of the best interviews, conversations we've had in a while.
I've had horrific visions of the Fear's tongue.
Since they mentioned it, right?
Yeah.
So I'm hoping they'll be back on the podcast. I'm hoping they play through. We told them to go through Metal Gear Solid 1.
Mm-hmm.
I think they were trying to jump into, what did they say, 2?
They wanted to go right into 2.
And we were like, please, just like lore-wise. And I think to get the full depth of the experience, you got to play 1.
You do. Yeah, I would say so.
They're really excited. They've been sending us like, oh, I think a sale's coming up. Like they keep sending us stuff. So I think we'll have them on sooner than later.
I can't wait.
But anyway, that's all to say. It's been a while since the pop quiz. T, are you ready?
I am.
Let's jump in. So T,
Yes, Kay.
do I read you the pop quiz questions or you read it to me? You did write them.
So you should answer them. That's only fair.
That's fine. I just wanted to double check.
Okay.
And there's no answers here, so I'm doing it for the love of the game.
Mm-hmm. So question number 1. What 28-year-old conflict was Kojima referencing with Raging Raven?
Was it confirmed? I think for us, the timing felt right.
I mean, the way that it timed out, there literally couldn't have been any other conflict. I don't think Kojima flat out ever said it in an interview because I don't even think anybody asked him. But when I did my digging, it was like the most obvious answer. So it has to be, in my opinion.
All right. Well, for Raging Raven, her story was based around the insurgency with Aceh. which is a location in Indonesia, present day Indonesia.
You are correct.
Thank you.
That is impressive.
Thank you.
Impressive. Let's see how you do with this one. Question number 2. How did Liquid hack the Patriot system?
Liquid did so by obtaining Big Boss's body and used his DNA in order to bypass like the AI.
You are right, but can you give me a little bit more?
Well, he used his Big Boss's like DNA and body to bypass what was it? Was it GW?
You're almost there.
Because he needs to get okay, because the Patriot AI systems is a series of different AI. So it's like JD, GW, some other ones.
Uh-huh.
And like he needs Big Boss's body in order to control GW, which would give him access to like the weapons or something like that.
You are correct.
Okay.
Okay. No, I
I was getting nervous.
No, I just wanted that little bit because like Big Boss was one half and GW was the other half, and he needed to get the both together in order to get his little thing into motion.
I see. Okay. So wait. So what would be more like a succinct explanation?
All right. Liquid got the GW AI that we destroyed in 2.
Okay.
He obtained Big Boss's body. So imagine like the AI is like the car, and Big Boss was like the key to the car.
Gotcha.
And then now that he has the key, he could start the car.
Okay.
All right. That's more or less it.
I am correct.
You are correct. Question number 3. You kind of already said this, but whatever. What did Liquid gain control over when he took over SOP?
Liquid gained control of all the weapons, so the ability like to fire, shoot, whatnot. Last we saw him, he was basically rendering all the soldiers in the area just incomplete and insufficient, while he was able to get his soldiers to just fire upon everybody.
You are correct.
Which is, if you think about it, dangerous because the whole world is a war economy. So by shutting that all down, he really is the king of the world, the king of the hill.
Both. Yeah. King of the world and the hill. Every hill in every world.
Mm-mm.
I know. You are correct on all 3 counts.
Yay.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So with that all said, are you ready to get started with this episode?
Let's continue. I'm ready to get over with.
You sound so excited.
Okay. Can I be honest? This
Okay.
game is so long.
Uh-huh.
Like playing it, it's like
It's a lot.
It's a lot, and I love it. And I love the themes, and I love how sad everybody is, because usually when you play a game, people aren't so sad, and everyone's, it's you're playing as the hero, and the hero in this game is suffering.
Yeah.
At 99% of the gameplay thus far. So it's just, I don't know, maybe I'm feeling morbid and sad because I'm witnessing all that Old Snake is suffering at. Maybe that, you know what? Maybe that's where I'm at.
Well, we're getting there. Don't you worry. This will all end soon.
But not yet.
Not yet. No.
Okay.
We got a bit more to go.
On to the episode.
On the episode.
So T.
Yes, Kay.
Last time we left off in Metal Gear Solid 4, it was bleak.
Yeah, it ended on a very somber note.
I didn't realize that until we were kind of making notes for this episode.
Yeah, we literally just like opened up and we were like, oh yeah.
Oh, everything sucks and the bad guys got away. Because remember, T, it ended with Big Boss's body on fire.
Oh, yeah.
Eva almost mortally wounded.
Yeah.
Snake's face burnt on one half.
Uh-huh.
Like completely burnt, charred.
And like 100 dudes just died.
Because again, Liquid was able to get control of the SOP system and stop, well, not stop, but like be able to control which guns work and which don't.
Yeah.
And then now, starting this episode, he's left with the gang. It's him, Vamp, Naomi, and their whole little like militia or their own soldiers.
Mm-hmm.
So, terrible place to begin. I mean, I guess there's no place to go but up at this point.
I guess so, right?
Can you go any lower than this?
Let's find out.
But this part of the game definitely feels kind of like the the climax and like that the like downward trend, like what's it called, like the falling action. You know how the story beats.
Yeah.
We hit the climax. Liquid won,
Hmm.
and now we're at the bottom. And it's like, what is the how's the gang gonna find the revolution now?
Yeah. What do we do from here?
Mm-hmm. So at this point, he like what is there to do but check on who's alive and who isn't?
Well, we open up and we see that Eddie and Jonathan are alive, and they're like, "We're buddies," and that's good.
Okay.
Then we pan over, we see Meryl and Akiba or Johnny, and Meryl's not doing so hot.
Yeah, I mean Johnny essentially has to give her CPR.
Yes. And he unmasks himself, and for the first time, we see what Johnny looks like. And would you believe me if I tell you that he's hot?
He is kind of
He,
hot.
he's kind of like, oh, okay. He's like a cute little guy.
Is that enough to get over him and his IBS issues? Like, does the hotness override like the pooping on himself and the farting?
You see, I don't know. If he only had like IBS and like he just went to the bathroom, that'd be one thing. But like if you completely like shat on yourself
I mean,
in front of me,
IBS is pretty serious. Not
no,
just pooping on yourself.
look, I'm not saying that like people with IBS don't deserve love or nothing. I'm not saying that at all. My IBS listeners, man, I got your back. I'm just saying if I was Meryl, it would take a lot for me to forget someone who shat their pants.
Mm.
Does that make sense? I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying you got an upward hill above. You know
Well, what's more upward than saving her life?
that is a fair point.
Shitting yourself, saving your life.
I guess you got to take your wins when you can get them. And apparently for Meryl, it's good enough for her because she kisses him and she's like, "Hey, cool. Thanks for saving my life."
Do you think it was like a thank you for saving my life kiss or a more romantic kiss?
I feel like that's open to interpretation, at least as of right now.
Would you kiss somebody who saved your life by CPR?
Um, yes,
Like, what if it's like John Cena?
I would kiss him without CPR.
Continuing on with Metal Gear Solid 4 discussion. While that cute little moment's happening, and again, it's even beyond cute because we witnessed a massacre really by Liquid, so it's nice to know that Meryl's team is alive. Maybe they're few of.
Some, yeah, and it pans over. There are some U.S. soldiers that did make it, a handful. It seems.
It feels very grim, and at this point in the game, I'm gonna be honest, it felt so dire. I don't even remember if there was music during this point. It just feels like silence as everyone's picking up the pieces.
Yeah, I don't think there was music. It's just
No,
silence.
it's
Yeah.
everyone, yeah, like really just trying to like gather themselves, and we're also given a moment between Snake and Eva, and yeah, it's Eva's time. Eva has been wounded beyond any amount of healing.
Yeah, she endured a bunch of like seemingly third-degree burns all over her body.
Burns, she had gotten shot at or not impaled earlier.
Yeah, in the same spot. What are the odds?
It wasn't really, was it hopeful? She kind of shares with Snake like, like you're no different than these beasts. You're kind of just like a pawn in this system.
Yeah, you are no different than the things that you're fighting. And she says some stuff about like darkness and light, and until you extinguish the light, there'll always be darkness. Which honestly, I've been playing a lot of Kingdom Hearts recently, and that sounds something straight out of Kingdom Hearts.
But also too, it's like if usually light is a reference to like hope
Uh-huh.
and resilience, but if you extinguish hope and resilience just so you won't get darkness, doesn't that kind of sound like, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Like if she was to say that.
It could be something like that. It could also mean something like, like it's kind of like Dark Souls if you think about it. Like in the first Dark Souls, spoilers to Dark Souls. In the first Dark Souls, one of the endings that you can do is extinguishing the flame and bringing about the Age of Man.
Mm,
And the whole game, it's a reference to like how Gwyn wanted to make a world that was surrounded by fire. And when the fire was starting to go out, he panicked and didn't want the flame to go out.
I
And he
see.
made the world perverted to make the world continue. And so if you can bring that logic to 4, it's like the flame and the light represents this world, like this public zeitgeist that we've made for ourselves.
I see.
And putting an end to it will put an end to everything, and we could begin anew.
I see. Okay. Perhaps. Honestly, that's the best. That's better than I thought.
At least that's what I think.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I might be wrong. The darkness that Eva's talking about and the shadows are like the perversions in the world.
Mm-hmm.
And the light and like the things that the light touches, right? It makes it all nice and pristine, but there's always a shadow to everything.
Mm-hmm.
And those shadows are things like Snake and the beasts and how the war economy works.
Okay.
So once you take out the system, the light, everything will turn back to normal.
I see. But that also means that the shadows will cease to exist as well.
Yes.
Which is kind of what Snake's been saying, like this whole entire game. I don't know if we've mentioned it. It kind of seems like he's on a death mission.
Yeah.
What's the term? Like he's on a death
Suicide mission.
suicide mission, where essentially he knows that this is his end. He has that virus in him. He in what is it? In 3 months, he's gonna succumb to
This new fox dye strain and just release it endlessly into the world.
like in 6 months he'll die, but in 3 months he'll infect everyone around him.
Yep.
So that's happening. Mind you, Liquid Ocelot is a combination of like two of his villains. One being his brother, one just being one of his first ever baddies. So he has that out in the world. And then he's seeing all his friends kind of getting the ramifications of his past battles. So like you have Otacon who's stuck on the ship, you have Sunny who was just a ward of the world, you have Raiden who's just a shell of a man. So I feel like he's just like, you know what, there's only one person who can do this, it's me. And Eva's kind of reinforcing that idea, which I don't know, it's kind of sad. There's really no out for Old Snake at this point.
I think it's just like reckoning that in order to fix the world, you're gonna have to erase the world that you live in.
But like also that means
Erasing yourself. Yeah.
there's no option in which he survives this.
Yeah. That sucks, man.
Also Eva dies.
Yeah.
This is it. Eva dies. And they cut to her boy, Big Boss, on fire in the water, dying.
Yeah, they're done.
Which to me is interesting because he's on fire in the water.
I mean, maybe he had like gasoline on him or something.
I know, but it's just like you would think the body's in a body of water.
Yeah.
Like that he was hated that like
the fire really wanted to get to him.
So Eva's died. Eva's dead. Big Boss is dead.
That's it.
Cool.
Yeah, Snake is just in his feelings.
Mm-hmm.
And
Otacon's not even there yet.
Yeah, Otacon's not there. But Drebin shows up.
Yay!
And he's like, hey, you seem kind of down.
I have you.
I have you, buddy. And he patches him up and sends him back to his friends.
Patches him up by what? Yoinking a knife out of his chest?
I mean,
with no warning?
It's something.
I mean, and too, it's funny because Drebin, you know, again, he is neither friend nor foe. He's really just kind of like a opportunist. So he's like, hey, this guy.
This dude is my cash cow, and I want to keep him alive.
I'm gonna patch him up and keep him going. And like you said, that's what he does. And we are immediately brought to, I guess, the next mission briefing, right? Which mission? This is before Act 3?
This is before Act 4.
So we're coming up to Act 4?
Yeah.
So we are kind of at the end of the game.
Yes. See, it's not so bad.
Oh, so we're at the mission briefing for Act 4.
We are.
Which is kind of cool.
Yeah. What isn't cool is everybody on that plane. Every single person, maybe Sunny. Sunny's okay.
Sunny's
Uh,
fine, yeah.
But Ryden's there. He's not doing
He's
great.
on a stretcher with some maybe oxygen.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's in like a dialysis machine.
Yes, a dialysis machine. Old Snake is just coughing a lung, and of course, half his face is charred. Otacon was watching everything through the Mark II. Remember,
Yes.
when at the end of that last episode, Snake yells for Otacon, and we see the Mark II come out of the shadows and the smoke.
And it hops onto Liquid Ocelot's boat.
Mm-hmm.
And from there, Otacon was able to peep in on a little conversation. So basically, their plan is to take out JD with a stealth nuke. And when they take out JD, the next AI will take its place. And the ranking that is already there is that GW will take its place. Meaning that if they take out JD, they'll take over the entire Patriot system.
And not just the SOP system.
Not just the SOP. They'll be able to take over all the missiles and the nukes and society. He'll control it all.
It's kind of funny because in my head, I'm like, why is the gang just detailing their plan and really going into the nitty gritty of it? But they essentially won. They have the SOP system, so why would they have to hide?
Honestly, if I was in Liquid Ocelot's position, I would be just as arrogant. like really.
Because I saw this and I'm like, how dumb. The Mark II just heard everything. Their plan is ruined. But it's like, no, it's not ruined because they control all the weapons. At this point, no one in the world can shoot a gun unless you have access to Drebin and his, ghost guns.
But even the people in the game themselves say that people like Drebin. They're just like a small minority of people. Like at most, like 1 million people have guns. And I know that sounds like a lot, but there's like 8 billion people in the world. So like, good luck.
Yeah, it's not. It's a small little drop in a larger ocean. I think what's also so there's two things here, right? So you have the SLP system in complete control of Liquid Ocelot. And Otacon is speaking with Old Snake and kind of basically talking about how that since Liquid Ocelot has control of the SLP system, the war economy is in shambles. The White House, so this, Colonel actually calls in, and this is where a larger discussion is had. But the White House is aware of what's going on, of course. And despite any attempts to quell it, to really not have this go out to the public, everyone knows.
Yeah.
Everyone is involved in some kind of war, whether it be a larger, full-fledged war or like the little small insurgencies we saw on the ground.
Yeah, it's hard to hide the fact that no one is fighting.
So stocks are plummeting. The media, you can only control the media so much. Especially too when it's something you can see physically in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
So the White House, Old Snake kind of describes, might be in shambles right now.
Mm-hmm.
Separately, I feel like this team they're the only ones who are aware that Liquid Ocelot is on his way to take down JD.
Yeah.
But without any weapons being available for use, how are they going to take down JD?
They got to rely on Snake, man.
No, how is Liquid Ocelot going to take down JD?
Oh, with a stealth nuke.
So explain this to me, because Liquid Ocelot has access to weapons.
He does, but he only has access to like conventional warfare weapons.
Okay,
he doesn't have access to like ballistic missiles.
Got you. Okay. And I guess that would only really be like the White House or larger
at this point, I think it would be under JD.
JD has access to ballistic.
I believe so, yes. So by taking out JD, Liquid will get access to that and everything else.
I see, okay.
But in order to get through that little loophole, there's stealth nukes. And if you remember, this is a long time ago at this point, but we've talked about stealth nukes before.
We have.
Do you remember where there is a stealth nuke?
I didn't until we played this game. And also, I was surprised that this was the only one available, that they weren't more made afterwards.
Well, they mentioned also earlier in this game that the Patriots systems, like the SOP and all that stuff, that everything was phased into the system. So
Okay.
like the idea of a stealth nuke would just be non-existent. The idea of like a stealth gun, non-existent. I mean, of course, they're still out
I
there,
mean,
but
because I think prior to this, we're talking about covert missions and operations done by separate countries, as opposed to now where everything's in the forefront.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, why would you need stealth nukes if you're just an active war? Like it's not.
yeah,
Everything's kind of like, I don't want to say planned for the most part, but it's a game.
yeah.
Everyone's playing a game.
I mean, yeah, yeah. I mean, Eva said it herself, and this is exactly how the world is run. Like, it, every single country, like their number one industry is war.
Yeah, so
So
there's no point in doing stealth nukes. Like, no one's really trying to win. It's just everyone's playing their role.
yeah,
So if we're talking about a stealth nuke, you have to go to the before the time of the AI.
yeah.
And before the time of this current AI system is the only thing that can launch a stealth nuke, which is.
Metal Gear Rex.
So we are told that we now have to go to Shadow Moses, which has been basically untouched and inoperable since the Shadow Moses.
Yep. Apparently, we're told by Mei Ling. Mei Ling calls us, by the
Yay,
way.
Mei Ling!
That everybody who
With no accent.
yeah, interesting creative choice on that one. But Mei Ling tells us that
Mhm.
after the Shadow Moses incident, everybody who was involved was either killed or arrested, and everybody who was a little bit involved, like people like Naomi, were like shuffled away and just basically told to shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like Naomi, for example, she's just been some sort of like Navy training officer on like some old World War II ship.
Mei Ling. You said Naomi.
Oh, whoops, Mei Ling. Sorry, misspoke. Mei Ling's been like some old. She's like a training officer on this decommissioned World War II ship. Like it's a nonsense job,
Mm-hmm.
just to keep her busy. So we're told that we need to revisit Shadow Moses Island.
Mm-hmm. And it's been 9 years since that incident, which, if you think about it, is really sad because Snake does not look 9 years older.
No,
Even with the low scale polygons we saw in Metal Gear Solid 1, he is looking 20 years older, 30 years even.
yeah, no, he looks very very old. Like I would, if I was to just see Snake in this game and have to guess his age, I would guess in his late 60s.
Yeah, no, he definitely. And I think we don't really see him without his suit on, but we're we're given the impression that his body in its entirety is just very saggy and just not in his prime.
I mean, his suit also acts as a muscle suit. And it's funny because I feel like if that suit was on a younger person, they might have like above average strength.
I think it'd be like Raiden.
Yeah, but maybe like this suit just gives him average strength.
I mean, the way I saw it too, it's keeping his body together.
Yeah,
Not that his body is physically falling apart, but I feel like it's keeping everything tight. And
yeah.
he's using
Oh, like how older people have those socks
the compression.
for compression, kind of like
Yeah,
that,
like
but
it's
like all over your body.
yeah, it's keeping you all together, and um the compression and the tightness sometimes makes you feel a bit more alert.
Yeah,
So that's how I envision his suit. But it's also, like you said, a muscle suit. So combine that with his, super soldier jeans, he's good to go.
he's great, fantastic.
But in this mission briefing, we're given also another lore dump, and it's kind of more of what we said earlier, that again, it's kind of rehashing the Patriot system is controlled by 4 AI systems
Mhm.
with JD at the top, which is what Liquid Ocelot's trying to take down. Liquid Ocelot is in control of another AI called GW. And GW is what controls, like you said, T, the not minor weapons, but like guns.
Conventional,
Conventional is a better word.
like guns, tanks, helicopters, that sort of stuff.
Yeah, not ballistic missiles. Um, since Jade's at the top and GW is, I think, the next in line, if Liquid Ocelot were to take down JD, put that AI system offline, GW would step in as the primary and first AI system. And since he's in control of it, he's in control of literally everything.
The whole world.
The whole world. Um, T.
Yes, Kay.
How did Liquid Ocelot get in control of GW again?
GW was taken over when Snake and Raiden and Otacon broke the GW AI all the way back in Metal Gear Solid 2. Like, we were told that it was destroyed. In a way, it was. It didn't work anymore. But instead of, like, destroying it outright, it just merely broke it apart. And Liquid Ocelot came over, swept up the pieces, and glued them back together, and was like, I have my AI.
Okay. So that was his way in.
Yeah, it's like a back door.
Okay, but wouldn't the other AI systems and, the Patriot system know that this GW was broken, and that if it came back in, wouldn't they, like, how did they not see that this was kind of in control by somebody else? Or
Well, I don't think they realized that it was in control right up until the point where Liquid paired it with Big Boss's DNA, because that was like the way in. Like, they had control of the GW AI, but like, I don't think it was like officially linked up to the system until he put in the DNA code.
Oh, I get it. So they had it, but it was kind of separate.
Yeah,
They needed the key to bring it.
into the system. And then I think, I mean, I'm doing a lot of assumptions here, because like, in all honesty, I don't think it's really explained in detail, but I'm assuming that either the AIs or the bigwigs that help monitor these AIs, they probably assumed that since GW was destroyed, it's destroyed, so we'll just write it off. You know?
I think that was what Big Boss's DNA was for, though, because the way you said it, Ocelot had GW. He rebuilt it.
Mhm.
But it was outside of the system. Big Boss's DNA is what brought it back into the system and bypassed all those sensors.
Yeah, but I think the reason why they didn't like hypothetically make a firewall that would block a GW AI.
I think they did, though. That's what Big Boss's DNA was
Was
to
a-
overpass.
Oh, yeah, you know
not
what?
Overpass, bypass.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. Yeah.
Because think about this. Because
Yeah.
he put back GW. It's all together, but it's not a part of the system. Why?
Because of Big Boss's DNA.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because Big Boss's DNA, that's his only purpose. It didn't do anything else.
That's true. Yeah, it acted as a key.
So that's why Big Boss's body was taken and then just so easily.
Yeah.
thrown
And what
away.
made GW important is that it was able to control the system.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's cool. Cool. I guess little, with this game, everything's explained away. So I feel like there's no questions left unanswered as we continue on with this game, and that being one of them. I'm trying to think what else. I mean, this mission briefing, and then us going back to Shadow Moses. This is just nostalgia central.
Mm-hmm.
This is literally just a mission where you're like, the game's poking you, going, "Hey, remember this?
Do you remember Shadow Moses?
Do you remember?"
You remember? I mean, it even goes so far as to give you a dream sequence where you infiltrate the tank hangar, just like it looks and plays just like Metal Gear Solid 1. It's very funny. In fact, I remember there's I think it was like an old Twitch clip or something. It was somebody streaming Metal Gear Solid 4 when it came out.
Mm-hmm.
And he was at that part, and there were people in chat going like, "This isn't Metal Gear Solid 4." And he was like, "No, I swear to God, guys, this is Metal Gear Solid 4." And people wouldn't believe him. He was like, "You're trolling us." And I was like, "No, I'm not. I'm genuinely playing Metal Gear Solid 4." It was a funny clip.
Wow. And I mean, again, like, you're playing the section for a minute too, and you wake up and Snake for a hot second is the old PS1.
Yeah, you see his old PS1 head for a split second. And if you're able to successfully infiltrate the tank hangar in that dream, you unlock that head as like a face camo.
That's cute. That's pretty cute.
Yeah, it's funny.
But that's just the beginning of consistent callbacks in, you traversing Shadow Moses. So like you'll be again, like your goal is to reach Metal Gear Rex. And as you're navigating through Shadow Moses, there'll be moments, and it's not like you don't have to press any button in order to access it. Because sometimes you press a button to see like a vision of the past.
Yeah.
You just hear voiceover audio of like specific moments in the game.
Yeah, there's one where it's like, this is Snake. I've reached the I'm in front of the facility. And then there's like one that's like a surveillance camera and stuff like that. And it's kind of like an interesting sequence because like there's like little dwarf gecko, but like they're not really like anything in this section.
Yeah, T, like separate from the callbacks and little audio voiceovers, you're really fighting the small little, what are they called?
They're called dwarf gecko.
Dwarf geckos. So you fight the dwarf geckos, and then you are jumped by a large gecko, like as you navigate closer to Rex.
Yeah, there's a couple of larger gecko jump scares along the way, but
Yeah, I think the worst part, like they really are jump scares because these hallways are small.
yes, yes, they're very very tight corridor situations because like they were originally designed in like a PS1 era, so it's kind of like a funny I don't know if it was done on purpose, but like it's like a funny juxtaposition to have like these small cramped hallways and then you have like these large impending things filling up the entire space.
That is interesting. It makes you think if like that was intentional, like the scale of the threat now, like back then the threat was so large, like this Metal Gear and everything seems so just intense.
Mm.
But now we're facing an even larger threat that like makes this area just
It makes it feel small.
like it dwarfs it completely in size. It's almost insignificant.
Yeah. And then also like the areas in which we're traversing through, they're dusty and dirty and they're falling apart, and it mirrors in a way it mirrors Snake very well, where like this is like something of like a bygone era.
I'm telling you, Kojima's trying to beat it over everybody's head. Like, oh,
Mhm.
remember this? The good old times? That's
Mhm.
not you anymore. You're just
Move on.
Snake is dying. Move on.
I want to make a game about USPS, okay?
He's Death Stranding in the back.
I want to do it.
Just let me kill Snake already. It's funny to me too, just kind of in a strictly story sense, on how Shadow Moses was just completely made obsolete. Like, of course, the AI system is a much more capable system, but to think that like they old people who worked on Shadow Moses were killed off or sent somewhere else, and then all the information was suppressed about that area. To think that there's like this looming Metal Gear and this looming military base just left alone,
That has nuclear weapons on it.
that is essentially usable because like Liquid Awesome's on his way there.
Yeah. I think it's just like it either shows the arrogance of the system or it shows the negligence of the system. Cuz like it's either one or the other.
Mhm.
They either thought they had it like that or they suppressed the information so well that they themselves forgot.
Yeah, because you would think you would decommission things. I mean, I guess the only people who would get to go there are people who knew about it. I mean, it is deep in the Fox archipelago,
Yeah, it's deep in the wilderness.
so you would only go there if you knew about it.
Yeah.
And the people who knew about it are either dead or just somewhere completely. But no, I agree. To have this railgun, this Metal Gear Rex just there. Also, to your point about things being obsolete, maybe also too, Rex is obsolete in the current system.
In a way,
If SOP was working properly.
yeah. I mean, even if you got Rex up and running and integrated it into the system, I I feel like the geckos are more capable than Rex could ever be. I mean, Rex could launch a nuke. I mean, that's great if that's what you want to do. But in terms of like warfare, I feel like you send like a squad of gecko, you could take out Rex single handedly. You know?
Mhm. Completely. But I mean, now with the SOP system down, Rex is usable and needed.
Mhm.
It's that's what I say it's useless. It's useful now.
if you think about it, it's kind of like Snake. It's this old useless thing that there's one little bit of it that makes it relevant again, and it's like I have a job. I got a job.
Mm-hmm. Did you enjoy this section of the game?
I really did.
Yeah.
I mean, people in the community, they often say that they want like guards in this area to have it feel a little more lively. But I feel like that kind of takes away the purpose of this area. Like the whole point of this entire section is it's done. There's nothing here.
Oh,
and you have to move on.
You want to see Shadow Moses in all its glory and updated graphics?
Here it is. And if you think about it, that's what they did to Snake. It's like, oh, you want Snake in PS3? Here you go, kids.
Not only is he old, half his face is burned now. This is what you wanted, right?
Have fun.
That's a good point. Kojima just it's almost like he hates his audience. Leave me alone.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. He said for a very long time that he wanted to be done with Metal Gear.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, we have more coming once we're done with Metal Gear Solid 4. So it's obvious that even this did not do it.
Oh my god, yeah. Peace Walker.
And 5.
And you think about Revengeance, he was like a producer on that.
Yeah, and Portable Ops a little bit.
Okay. Anyway, but yeah.
They
didn't let he tried to kill it off and they wouldn't let him.
Yeah. Well, in any case, there is a cute little section in this area that I think is kind of cool, where you're trying to unlock a door, and Otacon's like, "Oh yeah, we got to go down to my office."
Oh yes.
I got the password right here. It's 48273. Can you remember that? Okay, cool. And then you make your way down to the office, and they have a cutscene down there while they're lamenting about like, oh, this is the room where we first met.
Yeah, the Mark II looks at the locker where Otacon peed on himself.
Yeah,
like he's like the Mark II walks there, and that is their first little meeting.
Yeah, no, it's cute. They're kind of like lamenting on that memory, and then like during this moment, Otacon's like, oh hey, do you have that password, by the way? I forgot it. And it's up to you to physically remember and input it yourself.
What happens if you forget it?
If you forget it, there's like this like cutscene that plays where Otacon's like, "Oh, Snake, I guess your memory."
Do you lose a little bit?
You do.
Aw.
But if you remember it, you get it right, and then they're just like, "Hey, I guess not all of you is bad, huh?"
Cool. But
there's also ones that you can do that it's like a little bonus one, and I forget. I think there's one or two other ones that you could do, but one off the top of my head is you get like a ton of Drebin points to spend in the shop if you input a certain number.
Okay.
And I mean, you still get the one where like you forget your memory and all that, but you got mad money now. Mm-hmm. It's kind of fun.
Okay. So it's not like Heat Flamesman from Undertale where like if you spoiler it's like, oh, remember my name, and then it doesn't give you an option to
Yeah, no, it actually matters if you remember 48273.
Okay. It was seeing this little office area. It's super cute. I mean, of course, it's surrounded by pain and audio of people.
Amazing. Almost makes me nostalgic for the days when you needed a key card for every door.
Yep. It's been 9 years. All you really have to do is reinterpret the old technology in terms of the new. Getting old isn't all that bad, Let's get going, Snake.
But we're given new information when the computers come back online. Otacon is able to peep on the cameras and stuff, and he's like, "Oh yeah, Naomi and Vamp are around. So chill. Just keep your eyes and ears open. All right, man."
Beautiful. It can never be simple.
No,
it can never be simple.
So Snake makes his way outside, and when he's outside, what happens, Kay?
None other than one of the Beauty and the Beast Corps shows up. It is Crying Wolf.
The one and only Crying Wolf.
And we're kind of fighting in the area of like Sniper Wolf, no? Of games past.
Yeah, no, it's kind of cool because I mean, we're fighting in both areas where we fought Sniper Wolf. I mean, one of them is like very buried in snow, but
Mhm.
there's the alleyway to the communications tower, and then there's the snowfield where we fight her the second time, and then they kind of fully realized the outdoor area with the communications tower, and it's pretty neat. There's even like a little Easter egg where you could see the hind that crashed.
That's cool.
It's cool. It's cool stuff.
Again, more callbacks, right?
Yeah, this is callback central. This whole area is a callback. What this boss fight is, it's basically like another sniper boss fight.
Mm-hmm.
It's very much like the end and Sniper Wolf,
Oh yeah, because Crying Wolf is like the sniper of the team.
the sniper. Only this time she's armed with a railgun. I'm not sure if we mentioned that, but she's a sniper with a railgun. It's fantastic.
And as always, the Beauty and the Beast Corps come with their own little soldiers.
Yeah, they got the frogs coming out, and it's kind of cool because like it's almost like combat sniping, and you have to deal with the frogs, and you have to deal with uh Crying Wolf, and apparently like her suit operates with like scent as well. There's like a scent thing where like you have to keep an eye out on where the wind is blowing, because if it blows a certain way, she might be able to smell you and like tackle you through the blizzard
Well, like a wolf.
like a wolf. It's kind of it's cool.
I mean, the first game, back when in Metal Gear Solid 1, the wolves, depending on if you know you had a certain stench on you, certain smell on you, they'd either be friendly to you or not.
Yeah,
So
it's cool.
mm-hmm.
Now Laughing Octopus is my favorite boss fight in this game, but this one I would argue is like my second favorite
Okay.
because I feel like there's like a lot of variety that you can do. You could either like be very stealthy, you could be very like hot and like just like mow people down and just
No, and I think the environment too itself, it's
it has a lot of verticality. Like you can actually like climb up the communications towers a bit. It's cool. Um, well, you could pick whatever method you like to dispose of Crying Wolf, but eventually Snake takes her down.
mhm.
And this leads to our second phase.
Which is the
The
snake gets harmed by hug.
Snake
phase.
gets harmed by a hug, doesn't want a cute girl to be near him.
The PTSD is too strong with her.
The PTSD is very strong with this one.
Yeah, he's getting the
She-
secondhand PTSD.
Like she's actually like seeing visions of like a wolf coming to her and stuff. And we take her down again. Now either you want to be mean or nice about it, you could take her down. And she is then in her little fetal position, I suppose,
And gets carried off by a wolf.
and gets carried off by a wolf. I was warming up to that.
No, I'm just saying, like, again, like, these boss battles are cool and everything. What I'm interested, as always, with is the lore.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, I just want to know what the hell is going on.
You know, with this one, I think it's just like symbolism, because like maybe that's the wolf that Sniper Wolf took care of.
Well, there's that one, but then I also think, I mean, yeah, there's symbolism probably with that,
Mm-hmm.
just like some wolf, right?
Yeah.
Physically the wolf,
Yeah.
but like her story, her lore, there was the wolf that was always following her,
Yes.
and like this is now a wolf who's here, taking her away to like it isn't. It's we would assume caring for her by carrying her away from the battlefield.
Yes.
Okay, so her lore, and as always, Drebin knows everything.
Yeah, he has the wiki in front of
I
him.
was just gonna say that.
Hey, we got the hive mind.
He has her Wikipedia up. So essentially, Crying Wolf was from this country in the continent of Africa. I hate when they do that. Oh, it's in Africa. Africa's a continent. Anyway, she was in this country in Africa, and it was getting torn apart by ethnic cleansing. And sadly, soldiers had came to her village and decimated the entire population except for her and her baby brother. And when I say baby, he was an infant. So she survives this decimation, and she takes her baby brother and she runs. And she's trying to escape this militia, this group, basically the people who carried out this ethnic cleansing. she finds this like hidden shack. It's dingy, it's rough, and she hides there with her baby brother. The thing is, as babies do, he begins to cry. And she knows that the soldiers are coming. I think at one point she hears them, right? Like she knows
Mm-hmm.
they're coming. And so she holds her hand over her brother's mouth and holds it to stifle the cries. And she's holding it and she's trying to like just make it stop, make sure that they're not caught. And she holds it there for what feels like an eternity. And by the time the soldiers leave and she feels that she's safe, she remembers that she's holding her hand over her brother's mouth. And she looks down, she removes her hand, and her brother is dead.
Mm-hmm.
By trying to protect the two of them, she wound up killing her brother.
That's
Woo.
rough. That is fucking rough.
It gets worse. She now carries the body of her lifeless brother to the nearest village. And it winds up being like a refugee camp. So ultimately, like, she's in good hands. She's saved.
Yeah.
Psych, she is plagued by dreams and, of as what we'd say, just like PTSD, because the children's village, of course, all refugees, they're either crying or screaming. It could, kids scream just out of like joy too. So it's just
Mhm.
these kids are loud and they're
Yeah.
crying and screaming. And she's just brought back to what she felt in the village and what she felt in that rundown shack, who knows how many days or weeks ago. So she's in this village and she's just at night hearing everything. And she sees this wolf come into this refugee camp. She's like, what the hell is going on?
Mm.
And this wolf begins to just kill all the kids in the village. And she's like trying to get the wolf to stop, and she can, and it's like decimating all these kids. And she's like, what is happening?
Mm.
By the time the sun comes back up, the next day, all the kids in this refugee camp are dead. And the adults are just like scarred beyond belief. There's these adults who are just like, what's happening? Only there was no wolf.
And it was her.
It was her. In her fit of despair and trauma, she was the wolf. She killed every kid in that refugee camp.
Ew.
And that's where Crying Wolf is born.
That is rough. I feel like that, to me, I feel like that's like the roughest one.
You think so?
To me, anyway. I mean, I'm not gonna like do like a trauma Olympics on these people, but like, I don't know. To me, I felt like that one had like the most impact.
You know what's funny? Talk about trauma Olympics. I feel like it's the next episode we're gonna talk about Snake and Raiden talking during the
Yeah.
mission briefing, and I think they were trying to do some trauma Olympics. But you think she had the worst? I'm trying to remember what was Octopus's backstory.
Octopus, she had to. I mean, this one's kind of messed up. She had to kill her friends and family while being forced to laugh the entire time.
Okay.
That one's pretty bad. What was Raging Ravens again? She had to
Was it with the vulture? Somebody eating?
She was trapped in a cage and ravens came and ate people alive all around her and spared her. And she went and hunted down the people that did that to her and
Okay.
killed them all.
Okay.
And then now we ran into Crying Wolf.
Okay, we don't know
What Screaming Mantis has done. We don't know what she did yet.
okay. It's kind of like the trauma Olympics. It's kind of hard to pick which
Yeah,
ones.
it's all pretty bad. Okay, let me rephrase it. This one had the most impact on me.
Mm-hmm. What about it?
I don't know. It's just like something about like killing something so innocent and then not even meaning to. Like especially like with her brother. Like she didn't even mean to do that. And you have to reckon with the fact that you did that.
Oh, because like everybody else, there's some cop out in a way. Like with oh my god, with Decoy Octopus, she was forced to kill them.
Yeah.
Raging Raven, she just witnessed.
Yeah.
This one, without anybody around, she actually killed her brother.
Yeah. And like
Aw.
she didn't even mean to. Like it was like an accident. And
okay. That's okay, I
it-
get it. I see what you yeah.
I mean, like, I'm just saying. To me, that's the most that's the most impactful one.
I mean, maybe this is the part where she begins to heal, and Drebin kind of alludes to that. Now that she's been defeated by Snake and the wolf carries her away, some might say that that was the wolf that she felt was following her after murdering all the kids in the refugee camp.
Mhm.
This is her time to heal. One can hope. One could hope.
One can hope. But Snake acquires her railgun.
Yay!
That's cool,
And then
right?
you have one Beauty and the Beast Corps member left, and Drebin says, you know, she's the toughest, but
You got it.
you got it. She's a beast of beasts, but you're there too.
So Snake continues on, and it's really more of the same.
Yeah.
You go into the blast furnace where you've been in Metal Gear Solid 1. Only this time you go into like an alternate route that you never went into in 1.
Oh.
And it's just like an assembly line. It's just basically
Oh
like,
yeah, like a new little area, right?
yeah. But eventually you pop out where you just enter Rex's hangar bay. And you get there and you get on the elevator that brings you all the way up to where you fought Rex all the way back in Metal Gear Solid 1.
Nostalgia.
And when you do, you see Rex and then you're like, oh, wait a minute. They took the railgun. They don't need the entirety of Metal Gear Rex. They just need the railgun. And you see the railgun's been like soldered off.
The railgun's
And they're like, damn, we're too late. And
Liquid doesn't need the whole Rex to launch his nuke. He only needs the railgun.
Damn it.
it pans over.
I'm afraid so. Unfortunately for you.
No, let's end it here. Let's end it here. They took the railgun.
Okay, we're
Let's-
gonna leave it here.
Because we're gonna go into a tirade about this next part, and I think we should leave it for the next episode.
Okay,
Because it makes no sense.
You're right. You're right.
Snake is at Metal Gear Rex, but he's too late. The railgun is gone. What could be worse? We'll find out in 2 weeks.
Oh, we're gonna find out in 2 weeks. All right.
It's just, it's honestly disgusting. Disgusting. Just weird. But everyone, thank you for listening. We'll be back in 2 weeks. But if you want, we'll be on Twitch at twitch.tv//TKANDM.
You can look up.
You know it, internet.
Look up TK and M on Twitch. You'll find us. All right.
TKANDM on Twitch. We'll be honestly live streaming the Game Awards, and then we'll also be doing our own Game Awards. You can find us Blue Sky, TikTok, elsewhere under TKANDM. As always, you can email us at itstkandm@gmail.com. That is itstkandm@gmail.com. I love Metal Gear Solid 4. We have no news yet of it being ported. We have no news yet of it being remade.
We'll see.
It's December 2026 is almost here. A new year.
Master Collection Volume 2. Any day now. Any day now.
Just keep our hopes high.
Mhm.
We're getting there. We're getting there. Other than that, T, anything else to end this episode?
No, I am content. And I will be happy to continue this conversation later on. And I cannot wait to see all the little shenanigans that we talk about
Next time.
next time.
All right, everybody. See you then. Bye.
Bye, guys.